Hello. So I've decided to start backing up the draw streams over onto the YouTube channel, and as a result, I need to actually pay a little bit more attention to what's going into the stream playlist. So I'm trying to put up a VOD from the emote drawing stream, and like a chunk of that just got muted and then like copyright claimed and stuff. Like I know there were just a couple of tracks in the playlist that I knew like might be a problem, but just gotta pay more attention to that shit, I guess. That's the wrong button. There we go. That's what we're doing today. We're actually working on the things that I should have been working on for the past couple of months. We're gonna need, let's say, page 11 open. So we need to get the right shades for everything. I'm a little rusty. Way too many fucking folders here, man. I just want to turn the text off so I can see things proper. Alright. So mainly we just need to get the shades from this. Oh, actually, not really. We need to get like the shade for like the just general shadow stuff going on. But everything else is kind of self-explanatory. Like the black bits, like the tail and stuff are gonna be black. Big surprise. This is what we need though. So shadows are at 60%. All right, easy. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna actually properly shade, because I kind of want to, like, I don't want to go overboard with the shadows. Especially when it's at 60, that might be a bit too much. Like most of the shadows that are going to be going on here probably just going to be in the like wrinkles for the clothes and stuff. Oh, that's weird. Your little emote's not showing up for me anymore. I used to not have any problems with that in Streamlabs. Weird. Yeah, I was doing some stuff like the past couple of days working on this, just like line work and shit. I mean, it's the stuff that I was posting in the Discord, but I haven't done anything too new on this. Like nothing that I haven't already had sketched out ahead of time, you know? Gotta remember how to actually fucking do all this shit. This is what I get for taking a commission break and working on other things. It's hard to like get a proper balance going, because if I work on the comic straight for too long, I don't remember how to shade anything. I don't remember how to color anything. But if I do things outside of the comic for too long, then I come back to this and I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking, what, it's 2 colors? I don't get it. We're just gonna go for some really rough sketch for the shading, and then we'll do some cleanup here. I kind of want to take that approach for more stuff, or just clean up the sketch that you did, because it goes way faster that way, man. And get so much more done doing that. So, what all is... God, I don't even remember how I had all these layers organized. What is this? Okay, we've got this. Hold on, is this what I actually think it is? No, it's not. What? True. This Piglet Pincher tag on your stream me. Don't worry about it, dude. It's nothing important. You know, you're fine. All right, relax. What the fuck? Where? Okay, it's in here. We need another folder. Make that folder blue and select all this. All right. Slowly remembering, resorting out, relearning all this fucking nonsense. See, here's where past me had it all wrong. Didn't finish, didn't close off this leg segment, this legment, if you would. Now I gotta go in here, a whole other layer. just to close this off so that the water pool can do its fucking job. Probably close this off while we're down here. And just in case the tail isn't, do that too. All right, seems good. Select, invert, turn this stuff back on. Let's do a pure black layer just so I know that I'm getting all the stuff that I need. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have noticed that we have this whole fucking chunk over here that needs to be dealt with. Is that a wrong angle? I don't know, I gotta find which of these 800 layers has this specific horn in it. Alright, well, we know it's in this folder. We're getting closer. Alright, there we go. Found it. We're good. We're gonna bring this in, close that whole section off. Get rid of this entirely. I don't think you'd be able to see the point really at all from this angle. So I upped the audio bitrate for the stream. So audio should sound a little nicer. Probably not enough to really be noticed, but I did it anyways. It's a messy line if I've ever seen one. Can't tell if it sounds any better. Yeah, like, I didn't think that there was going to be much of a noticeable difference. I think it's mostly going to be for, like, situations like in games where, like, there's a lot of sounds happening at once. So, like, I'm talking and the game's going, and then, like, say, like, a stream notification pops up. It'll just be less of a mess to listen to. Since the bitrate's higher, they won't get as, like, fused together. And the main reason why I did this is because I was looking up, like, some stuff about the bit rate, and apparently Twitch has, like, their audio bit rate is separate from just their bit rate in general. So while for, like, the standard, like, stream itself, like the video and everything, the bit rate is capped at 6,000. They let you put, like, up your audio bitrate completely separate, because by default, and the old max used to be, I think, 1 160 or something, or 130. But now it's like 300 something. And I think this was something they added like a while ago, once they like went with the ability to have different audio channels or audio tracks. Because I know now you can technically, like, in theory, I could stream a different audio track than what I'm recording, or like what's getting saved as a VOD. So like I could stream copyrighted music, but that audio channel, that audio track just wouldn't get saved to the VOD. But also I don't know how reliable that strategy is. But yeah, but since they added that, they needed to pretty much compensate to be able to handle multiple audio channels at once. So they just were like, yeah, fuck it, double the audio bitrate or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about though, so I think my life would just be like noticeably improved if I just stopped caring about lighting consistency. Just like, yeah, fuck it, just shade everything however you feel like it in the moment. It don't matter. Who gives a shit? Now this jacket she's holding isn't gonna be this shade when we're done, but we'll just throw some shit on there and deal with it later. Now, since this is a reflection, I guess it should be a bit lighter instead of just like a pure like mirror. So what if we do, yeah, just I mean, we drop that to 40. We could probably stand to drop that to 50. And maybe this one to 30. I'm also thinking about just ditching the the screen tone effect that I was doing for, well, it's not even turned on here, but that I was doing for like the older pages. It's just like, I don't know, it comes out too messy in a lot of places. So I'm probably better off just not. Especially with how like unnecessarily fine a lot of my line work is. Just makes things like a little too hard to parse sometimes. I guess we're gonna have to do that by hand. I don't think I even drew another. Well, I did draw another wing, I'm pretty sure, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, it's just the one. All right. The thing is, like, I think I put up like 6 pages of this in the Discord like a couple months ago. Like the first 6 pages pretty much done. I might go back and like tweak a few things here and there, but for the most part, a chunk of it's done. And if you notice, we're actually right now we're working on page 16. So like I've got, well, I mean, don't count the first 2 because those aren't real pages. So we're actually on page 14, but I've got more of this done than you might think. That being said, there's still, once this chunk is done and we finish page 15, I think that'll be like a 1/3 mark. The problem is, like, I had this idea for the comic, and I was like, that's a really good idea, I should do it. And then I started doing it and I got this far in and like, oh wait, I can't do this at all. I don't have nearly the experience to pull off what I'm trying to do here. So it's going to be separated into chunks because writing stories is hard. Yeah, it's very, very not woohoo. But hey, on the other hand, back on the woohoo hand, I've had another idea for a much simpler story, much more self-contained plot that is much shorter, I would assume. That's like, it's simpler, it's easier to flesh out. It's not as like complex. That's just been in my brain for a while, and I think I have it written down in my phone somewhere. So like, once this one's done, we can do another one that might actually be good. We just gotta get through the not that great one. What? I think I did 20% for the hood. No, 30. Okay, so did 30 there. What did I do for the eyes? Eyes and lips were 15. So we can do that really quick because that's way shorter of a amount of time that takes. I don't know what I would do for the mouth because that's not open. I mean, I guess I'd have to go back and check one of those. I know this section here is just going to be black because I remember I was trying to just use pure black more often because it helps with it makes the contrast look a lot nicer. And I still need to figure out something to do for the cover page. Because like I could have released like the first 6 pages or whatever already, but I need to have a cover page done before I can release anything. So I guess sort of in a way I'm waiting on my brain to figure out something to do there. Oh, and more 25th Ward. See, since I deleted a couple tracks from the playlist, it seems like it's pulling out some of these more obscure ones more often. Alright, drop this back down to 15, please. And if my memory is to be believed, we can just do this. Just fill that in now, and then ain't gotta worry about it. I guess I probably would have done whatever I did there. I think is just the shadow layer. So oh, it's down in here. I was like, the nose is in this folder somewhere. It's in a folder inside of the folder. I kind of want to move this probably in a bit more and down. Because with the shading, it makes it look like the nose up a little too high. I think I might go grab me a coffee. I got one of those Starbucks vanilla, I think they're Frappuccino things, like in the glass bottle. Got one of those with my name on it in the fridge. Maybe that'll give me the juice to get extra work done. There's actually no caffeine in those, as far as I can tell, to be honest. Like, I've looked at the back of the container, and it's just no mention of caffeine as far as I can see. And I feel like if you're selling coffee, you kind of have to specify how much caffeine is in it. And if they're not saying any amount, I guess there just isn't any. And then where'd my mouse go? Oh, it's auto saving, that's why. I think I said the jacket was at 30%, didn't I? I think so. I mean, I guess we'll see whenever I gain access to my computer again. All right. Yeah, that's a 30%. So I think I'll do the edge here on the top, the same shade. 30. I can just get in here with the wand tool and just do it all at once. Now, since we did that, we gotta get down here and do all of this. This is actually supposed to be 30. Not just sloppily scribbled over. Like 50, I think I have it at. Since there's so many lines in this, it's actually probably faster for me to just hastily scribble over than do cleanup than it is to try and actually use the wand. Point of drinking coffee, there's no caffeine. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. I started drinking these in high school just because, like, oh man, I get to feel like I'm an adult now. I can drink coffee. So I would like get those in the morning and, just drink those in class and feel like a cool guy. And then looking at the back of it, it's like, there's fucking nothing in this. They still taste good, but like, nothing in it. All right, our 30% are down. Oh, should probably do the text too. Actually, I don't know about that. I mean, we'll do it on its own. its own folder, or its own layer. We can decide later. What if I wanted to, 50 is way too dark. Do like 15? I don't know, we'll turn it off for now and come back to it. I'm gonna go grab that coffee real quick.
True.
You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is probably one of the songs that would get muted, so we're just gonna stop that, take it out of the playlist, put it in the jams playlist though. Keep it for myself. Then move to the next thing. Yeah, so I've got this. Yeah, Starbucks Frappuccino Vanilla Chilled Coffee Drink. There's 46 grams of sugar. Ingredients: brewed Starbucks coffee, and then next says is water and coffee, reduced fat milk, sugar, maltodextrin, pectin, natural flavors. That's it. No caffeine. Weird. All right, well, since we are in here, I'm gonna actually erase all that. We're gonna have to do some complicated shading over that, or I can just not do any shading. That's also an option. Nice thing about this being my own personal project is I can cut as many corners as I want. But also, since it's my own personal project, my brain won't let me cut any corners. And I'm slowly, like, as work progresses on this, finding more spots that, like, oh, I don't necessarily need to do this here. I can get away with doing that. Doing this work here is going to be completely unnoticed anyway, so we can skip that. Like, for example, like, over here, you can see I haven't done what I usually do, which is, like, the white highlights around, like, a lot of these edges. Dude, give me a pen that works. Yeah, so, like, usually I would do something like that, along there, and then do that along like the edges of the hair and stuff. Not necessary. Don't need it. Wasting my fucking time. So you can see I did over here though, because this was done a long time ago. I don't think any of the Guilty Gear tracks get muted, so should be good here.
Bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new word under you. Soon you will know we are.
I guess the light's going that way because it's just what I happen to be doing. So.
Something that toxic created by this world. That is who you are. No standard for second life must begin sometime to wake up.
I'm usually not into music like this. When it gets real growly and fucking gross. But the Guilty Gear stuff's pretty good. What does the game smell like anyways? I mean, I didn't play the story first drive, so maybe it's explained in there somewhere what the game smells like. I couldn't even get through the required readings of the Guilty Gear lore catch-up, so I didn't even bother trying to do that story mode.
What am I? What am I? What am I? What am I?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. But they found beauty in the lives of beasts, and couldn't lie to themselves about it.
I'm just a small part of the world, but no one can break me. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing.
You know, I don't think it's worth doing the shadow on that part. It's just too much of an awkward like angle. Considering like the inside here is gonna be in shadow. And like doing this to try and get it like to connect to that. Actually, we can do like a little bit since the light is supposed to be going that way. You'd probably have light hitting down here anyways. Because this section over here is kind of just the shadow from the face, so... do that, and then get like a couple little spikes in here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, this works because the light's going to our left. Yeah, it works fine because the window's supposed to be on the right anyway, so we're good. So, like, window to the right, and then light, the room light directly above. Well, not directly, but somewhere up there. Every now and then I'll like refresh the users in chat list just to see who's here. Mostly just to see like, because it's all just flooded with like bots and shit. But, like, hold, let me click on this real quick. Make sure this isn't actually a real person. I don't know, that could be a real person. Don't worry, if I notice they leave, then I'll make fun of them. I mean, I feel like if you open that up and look yourself, you can probably guess who I'm talking about. I mean, it's probably not the best move on my part to just be like, hey, one of you guys is kind of silly. Not gonna say who. It's the flat Earth one. I mean, I can't hold it in anymore. It's the flat Earth one. So if the light's going mostly right to left, then over here should have more shadow than the other side. Actually, almost. We'd probably get away with doing like entirety shadow over here. I just had to check some stuff real quick. We're good. All is well. For now. I should have done the shading on this one first instead of starting with the real one. I should have started with the reflection. I'm much more used to shading people from the front, so it'd probably be easier for me to do this one first and then try and match the other one accordingly. Nice thing about this is that past me like pre-drew in like wrinkles and stuff here on the shirt, so I know exactly where to put highlights. Man, past me is so cool. He really knew what he was doing. It's a shame what happened to him though. But, you know, can't have present me if you don't get rid of past me. Nice thing about doing a draw stream as opposed to, playing video games is that I don't have to actually talk the entire time when I'm doing these. I can just sort of chill out. Quite sure what I'm gonna do for the background for this. They're not like it's just a wall, so there's not a whole lot I can do. But it's gotta look, I don't know, it's gotta look good enough. I can't just leave it white. I mean, I could, but I feel like it wouldn't be good enough, you know? For some reason, there was a point in my life where whenever I heard this song, like, my brain just thought it was a Street Fighter 2 track for some reason. I think there might be, like, part of this song or, like, some other Power Rangers track that just got confused in my brain with, like, Ken's theme. I mean, they're both pretty good soundtracks, so I mean, tiny little like 10-year-old me's brain probably just like, I get good music is just Street Fighter, right? Why you like this, YouTube? Why you gotta be the way you are?
She's wise and she's kind.
I don't like that. It's too much shadow. I've grabbed this coffee and I've taken like one drink out of it this whole time. Gonna shade the button on these like they're just part of the paints. I don't want to bother doing a whole separate layer to get them a different shade. It's fine. So when they're gonna be fucking this small, no one should care. And if you do, you're wrong. I'm just gonna switch back to water because I don't need to be drinking this coffee right now. It's clearly not doing anything for me. Coffee's gonna be relegated to the Splatoon duty. I realized that the way that I've like started backing up the VODs and stuff and uploading them to YouTube, like by the time the Splatfest VOD goes up, the Splatfest will be long over anyways. So I've been sort of separating some of it into different chunks. So especially like if I did, say I did a stream a while ago where it was, I did some Splatoon and then I did some Bayonetta. That gets separated too, and then one gets uploaded each day. So that 1 day of streaming covers 2 days of VOD uploads. So and since I've been kind of streaming almost every day, it's been we're just gonna have a backlog of VODs to upload. It's gonna take a couple of days of not streaming at all to catch up. Alright, we just gotta shade the hair and do the fancy shit for the wings and whatnot. And that singular piece of this panel is done. I think the top panel is going to be the easiest because from what I'm thinking about doing is it's going to be framed like what the fuck is this? Alright, we got Undertale like Carly, sure. But I'm gonna have like the window right there, just a pure white, like rectangle. So character's gonna be mostly in shadow. Just as a neater way to frame things. All right, well, that was something. Yeah, just deleting a couple of tracks out of this playlist, just unearthing all sorts of secret tracks. I didn't know who the Wonder Bread guy was until he mentioned it, and I reposted the Splatoon thing. But I watched the video about it, and I feel educated now. Yeah, you see, like if you weren't somebody that was like, you know, paying attention to a lot of this art shit for a while, you might not know about the Wonder Bread guy. Just like how if you weren't paying attention to the Silent Hill wiki, you might not know about the Silent Hill circumcision guy. You know, it's very comparable. You fear the Wonder Bread guy? No. Why would I? No. That'd be silly. I mean, he's not here, is he? To be honest, I'm not like super informed on the Wonder Bread guy stuff. I don't know if I could be wrong. I don't remember if the Wonder Bread guy is the same as it's the deforestation guy. They're the same person, right? The like Aryan blonde bimbo deforestation Wonder Bread man, right? The thing is, it's like, if he showed up and was like, hey, I want to give you money, I can simply just say no. It's not like, oh no, he showed up and he's thrown a wrench into my entire life. That being said, would I say no? I mean, probably. But I mean, depends on how much money we're talking here. If I could get away with like upcharging him like an extra couple figures, then then you know probably do it. I just wouldn't sign it. You would never know that I did it. I would just suddenly not have to work again. Yeah, like bread itself, perfectly fine. But whatever's going on with that guy, there's something more than just liking bread. It's where it's like, I can't pinpoint the fetish that's going on here, but I can sense that there's a fetish, and I am uncomfortable. That's why it's like, whenever you take Splatoon for example, you can go on and start playing Splatoon for a while, and as soon as you see somebody drawing like some funny little animal cartoon fella suspiciously too good, it's like, that's still kind of weird. That being said, I mean, if a furry wanted to pay me money, again, just saying, I don't necessarily have to sign anything. Nobody needs to know. The thing is, like, with like furry commissions and stuff, it's like, yeah, sure, it pays a lot better, but also you have to be sort of good at drawing that stuff to begin with. So I'd have to take like emotional damage practicing that stuff to get to a point where I could be like, heh, now I'm using the suspiciously wealthy furry for my own gain. What about fishing? Like the act of fishing, that's fine. But if we're talking like weird, like, I don't know what, like, I don't think I've seen like a furry equivalent of a fish. Because usually they just go like, yeah, I'll just go straight to mermaid, be done with it, and that's fine. Because it's like mostly human, I guess. Fishing was fetishized. You know, I don't know, man. I guess, like, in a way, it kind of already is. Because, like, I mean, in the same way that, like, guns are fetishized, where it's like, hot lady, but with a gun. There's probably, you can probably go get a calendar right now somewhere that's just hot lady but fishing. Oh yeah, there are like shark furry things, like some anthro shark stuff. I don't know, I feel like the majority of the like aquatic equivalent of furries generally are just more like normal looking than standard furry stuff, for lack of a better term. But then again, maybe I'm just not, maybe I'm hanging out with the wrong crowds, you know? Maybe I'm just existing in a niche where I don't see that kind of shit all the time. Which, I mean, just me existing where I do on the internet You'd think I would have seen more of that shit. But then again, I only follow people that I like for a reason. Shark furries weird me out. They give them fur sometimes. How do you give? Huh? How you out here giving sharks fur? Are they like, maybe they're just making up their own animal for their own thing? They're like, they got their own lore going on. But yeah, like, why? Is there something about sharks I don't know? Like, why? What mental hoops do you have to jump through to give sharks fur? I don't know, I'm not a furry. You got a point. You get Seamus in here, he'll tell us. I'm thinking about just making it a reoccurring bit on the stream to just slander Seamus when he's not around. Just cause, you know? Just heavily imply that, you know, maybe he has the furry answers. I don't know. Maybe go ask him. You didn't hear it from me, though. Now, if he was here right now, this would be awkward. But I know for a fact he's not, because he never shows up to me. Does make an alright punching bag. It's too easy to make fun of him. Cause like he gives reactions too well. You know, like if he didn't want to be made fun of, he would simply just stop being made fun of. Stop being fun to poke at. That being said, I do go out of my way to try and not make too much jokes at his expense, because he does tend to get a little grumpy gamer every now and then. No, that runs. I need to check the upload for the other draw stream. It's still processing. I uploaded it and then it was like, hey, there's some 10 seconds of a track that played in here somewhere. We're gonna have to block this in like a couple countries. It's all right. It gives you the option to like mute that section. And I pressed that, and it's just been processing that for the past couple hours. James and Joe are playing like the new Modern Warfare. They bought that. Although I did, after you left, then Jogo left. Jogo was telling me that, like, yeah, apparently Seamus went to go, like, make food like a half an hour before I even got there, and he still wasn't back by the time that he left. It's classic Seamus moves. Who makes food anyways, you know? Just go buy food. Just go to the food store. Exchange goods for services and then get the food. That seems like a pretty solid shade job there. I mean, good enough. Oh yeah, this is fucking jacket though. Hold on. See if I can get through this real fast. You also need to do the highlights on the hair. Well, the comic highlights, which are like the opposite. They're just pure black lines instead of actual highlights. Yo, how long is this song? 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're 8:27 in. Yeah, I think we can move on. Please move on. There we go. All right, I'm gonna try and do this not like too in depth on the shading because there's a lot to process here. My brain can't simulate shading this complex. I need to get one of them RTX brains installed. Oh, new brain card. Yeah, those new brain cards are expensive though. Apparently the new like RTX 40 whatever series, they're like $900. And Nvidia's out here being like, nah, dude, that's just the price that these are gonna be now. Sorry. All right, then I simply just won't buy one. My 2060 is doing just fine. All right. It looks weird not having the highlight lines over in dark section, so we're gonna just do that again anyways. Even though it doesn't make sense for what it's supposed to be. Well, I guess it's at this point it's less of highlights and more of just like hair texture. Yeah, that works. Having this above everything else so that I can put white into it without it interfering with the shadows. How was I doing the highlights on this? Because this is old work though. Actually, is this old work? I don't know. We're just gonna do something and hope for the best. Because instinctively, what I wanted to do was something like this, which, I mean, that's fine, but it's also not curved properly. What is this, amateur hour out here? Do like a combination of both. Do like the sketchy lines from this one, but the main circle from when I do the cell shade stuff. And for the wings, it's just like, just do the edge up here and then a couple of straight lines and easy, done. It's gonna be easy because that's just pretty much just the couple of edges on there and we're good. I'm gonna have to go and check some of the other pages because I know I did a little bit of extra detail for the black bits on this specific panel. Oh, I guess that one too, because just for the extra emphasis of the big page shot. So I think some of the older ones, actually I can just go and check right now. I can't imagine these other pages. Yeah, they're not too far back in the Discord. Yeah, it's pure black with just white highlights. You know, this song also might get claimed, or at least muted, but I mean, we'll see. It's a video game song, so in theory it shouldn't. Oh, let me see one of these other pages again real quick. I think we're good. I think I know what we're doing here. Maybe not that. Maybe not that either. Hold on. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm on my way. I don't care about imaginary boundaries, but somehow I'm afraid to go over them. Cover up all my scars and memories. Creativity is all that I got, so let me shout and wake you up. Let me wake you up. While the fireflies dance on a new moon night, she tempts me with her glistening eyes. The sky above changing its color from dawn till dusk. I wonder why. Is this a curse or just a wrong guess? I'm floating on the clouds without wings. All of a sudden the end might come, so I don't.
And you know what? I think doing those little scrapes across there looks just fine. Especially like once you get like at a distance for it. It adds just enough like extra detail to it, but at the same time, it's not that much more work. All right, we got one chunk pretty much done. Now where is the other folder? All right, I need to adjust the shading on this to match what we did over there. So since the light's going pretty heavily to the side, this whole section should be darker. The problem comes when like you get to the hand here, because it really shouldn't be quite as dark as I did on the other one, but it looks good enough. And we're just gonna go with my thought process at the beginning of this. Just fuck it, if it looks good, it's fine. And future me, you can see down here, future me did attempt to close these lines off, but something went wrong. Yeah, because it's still getting in there. And whatever is going on there, we could probably just deal with this with a little closed gap increment, maybe. Nope. Even turning closed gap up all the way to the point where it closes a gap that wide, it still somehow slips through whatever's going on down here. All right, now that should be more than enough. How is it getting in here still?
Just a reminder, folks, we are looking for caller 9 to win a free $50 gift certificate to Stoby.
Now, sometimes the wand tool is just kind of weird.
Or any size soft drink.
Yeah, because now I can just select the same thing again, and now it's fine, so. I don't know, man. I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I actually already have this all selected out. I need the tail and the wings. That's what I came here for. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go into here.
Oh, it's official, folks. As you know, I've heard all the music in the world, and I gotta say, that is one fabulous.
We're going to set this to 50 as well. Because what I'm eventually going to probably just end up doing is putting a big old white filter over whatever's in the mirror. And just doing that, because I realized that not just the shadow would have to be lighter, the pitch black of the wings and stuff would need to be lighter too. No, actually, we can just set this at like 20, and I think that looks fine. That looks good. We'll just go with that.
Get up to burn, stand with the pride and burn for your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me.
All right, so we need a 30, I think it was, for the edges on the top here. And really, that's the only like specialty thing we need to do. The rest of it is just cleaning up the shadow, since you can't see like any of the eyes or the face or anything, so you don't have to worry about shading the lips and whatnot. Oh, there's also the jacket too. And that won't be too bad. We can just do that right now. especially with the tail in the way, we don't even have to fully clean this up. So I'm thinking about changing the stream quality from the 900p that I've been streaming at down to 720. So I think 720 with the higher bitrate that I'm using would probably be clearer than 900, especially for stuff like Splatoon and like Bayonetta. I mean, it's not nearly as much of an issue with Bayonetta, but any of the really fast-paced 60 FPS shit gets a little muddy at 900. And I'll probably do like a test stream in a couple days or something, and just do Splatoon in 720 and see how that looks. I imagine it'll probably be fine. It just makes like, I don't know, getting like screenshots and stuff from the streams, for like the thumbnails and whatnot, a little bit of a mess. But at the same time, who fucking cares? Because nobody watches this shit anyway. Details like this are really not necessary for this. They don't need these extra fine, like, edges of jeans and shit to be shaded on their own. Like, shouldn't be a problem to just leave this. I don't know who I stole this idea from, but I implemented a little tail hole on the back of the pants. There's like an extra like button back there. I remember seeing it on something months and months ago. I was like, that's cool. I'll steal that. I think I've seen it in a couple places, but I don't know if they were the ones that originally came up with it. But either way, it's mine now. that's going the wrong way. I think we're gonna skip this track. It's the Xenoblade track. It's like 10 minutes long and it's too quiet. And besides, I'm in more of a GoldenEye mood anyways. Gotta do the tiny details, like the edges of the pockets and shit. I mean, I don't have to, but probably should. Maybe I should stream GoldenEye one day. So, I mean, that'd be a contender for the backlog. I had GoldenEye pretty much my entire life and never beat it. If that doesn't qualify for a backlog game, then I don't know what does. Then again, I don't know if I'd be tempted to do the PC. Like there's a handful of different ways to go about it. Because you could do the N64 version, just straight up vanilla, or I could do N64 with mouse controls, which would be much nicer to play. Or I could do like the new version that's coming out, that's going to be added to like Rare Replay, or the leaked Xbox Live Arcade like remake that just never came out. There's too many options. I don't know if I like the line here, like going down and then up again. Just like just a standard curve. I'm trying to get too fancy with it. I don't know why I bothered, like, oh man, I gotta get the curves on the highlights and the shadows here just right when I'm gonna ruin it with the shadow from the tail anyways. think all those people that saw like the tweet that I was streaming comic work and stuff, and they didn't click on it, and they're missing out on just straight up ass. They're lost, dude. They're not gonna see this for like at least another couple months. All right. We're like a third of the way. To de-mic for a little bit just to run the AC. Like, it's not hot in here, but it's just warm enough to be mildly uncomfortable. looks wrinkled enough. At least for the back portion here. Oh, it was Vice City music. I was wondering what this was for a second. Yeah, I'm so glad that new GTA is going to be set in Vice City. Because Vice City's the one that I grew up playing. Everybody else jumped on at like San Andreas. But I think my brother had both of them, but Vice City was the one he had on the PS2. He had San Andreas on PC. So Vice City was the one that I was actually able to play when I was younger. And it's good shit. It like did irreparable damage to my taste in music though. I wonder how long it's gonna actually be until GTA 6 comes out. I mean, they gotta be pretty close to announcing it, like formally. I mean, everybody knows it exists. Like, kind of what exactly it is now. But I mean, you gotta be like, judging from the leaks and stuff, like it looks like it, like, assuming that those leaks are like up to date, like day of, which I know they're not. Like, it looked pretty like solid already in terms of like playability. Like, it seemed like it functioned just fine. So like, they've got to have like a slice for like a trailer that's like completely polished, ready to go by now. That's the best part. Actually, I don't know about the best part. It's the most memorable part. Because that's like the mission complete, like, jingle, I think. Alright, I don't know what we're gonna do back here, but something needs to be done. I guess we could sort of do that. So if the light's coming from the right, you know, actually, I think I know. I think I got it. I think I know what we're doing. Bring this down. And let's do like a little highlight mountain. That works for the most part. I think I want to do like a little bit more highlight up this way. So it's not like one solid chunk. It's a little bit more segmented, I guess. Actually, no, it's fine. Because I don't know exactly what I would want to put up that way anyways. I need to get back into Risk of Rain. Like, the Survivors of the Void expansion came out, and I played it for a decent chunk. But like, once my strategy of like going straight to the Void section to get like the free items, well, not free, but like pretty much free items for like surviving the waves of the Void and getting that red item at the end. Like, once they changed how that worked, and instead now instead of it being you go in and you take I think they just ramped up the amount of damage you take from just existing in the Void, so it makes it a lot harder to actually survive in there, which sucks because I really like just getting a free like red item in there. Being able to get like a legendary fairly reliably made those runs a lot funner. Here's the question. Do we do any highlights back here? I'm gonna say no, actually. We're not gonna do that. We could, but we're not gonna. All that arm done. This one is a much more straightforward arm. This shouldn't be too hard. And the worst part's gonna be the hand, and even then, like, the way I have this set up, it's pretty much just shade all the fingers and then highlight the rest of the hand. You know, I didn't think about this. Do we do shadows for the wings? I don't think I've been in a situation where I had to really think about that before. And hold on. Let's copy this so we have a backup to revert to in case anything goes real bad. So if we did shadows for the wings, since everything's going to the left, it'd be really weird to do shadows for the wings over here. Yeah, dude. Risky rain. This is the first game though. I didn't play the first game. Kind of don't care to go back and play the first game. I feel like 2 is too good for me to want to be able to go back to the first one. I don't think doing shadows for the wings is the way to go. Like it makes sense to do them, but I don't want to. So a lot of times the wings end up kind of appearing sort of 2D anyways. So having to actually, I guess, solidify them in 3D for the shadow and stuff kind of sucks. So I bought this this ramen bowl from GameStop. It was on clearance. I got this nice little Batman ramen bowl. Comes with like chopsticks and everything. And I figured, like, I've been eating a lot of ramen lately, and I've been watching a lot of Batman the Animated Series a while ago. We just combine the two together, and there we go, easy. I tried actually making ramen in that bowl and like eating out of it the other day, and like, man, using chopsticks for noodles is kind of a pain in the ass. They're too slippery. Maybe Shane should get Sonic Curry to get a similar experience. Yeah, dude, just combine like what you're currently into with some sort of food, and there you go. Like, you can enjoy brand even when you're enjoying food. I don't know about you, but I love brand. If I can have brand, if I can consume brand while consuming other brand, make my day. Make my life even. Nothing makes me happier than my favorite brand. Now, if you or someone you know is in marketing, just go ahead and contact me. I can replace brand in any of these sentences with your brand. You could pay me to have your brand be my new favorite brand. I would like to, like, if I ever got to the point where, like, sponsored streams or anything, or, like, any sort of deal like that was an option, I would like to have, like, sort of, like, understanding with the community that, like, all right, he's got to pay them bills, you know? He doesn't he doesn't believe a single thing that he says about Raid Shadow Legends. He's not playing this fucking game. Just tune out, and then once he's done talking about it, we'll all be good. That being said, I've heard that, like, those Raid Shadow Legends ads, like, the reason why everybody was doing them for a while is because the amount of money they give you is, like, you'd be fucking stupid not to say yes. I know there are a couple of streamers that I would watch that, like, I think they've mentioned that, like, they've gotten offers for that kind of shit, but they actually have much stronger will than I do, and I just didn't do it. They're like, nah, I'm good. No, I think I might want to cheat and just shade that whole section. Just trying to get, like, the light hitting in there and, like, an angle that makes sense to match this. I just won't. Oh, also, if you ever hear, like, an echo from the music in my mic or something during these draw streams, just let me know. Because the draw streams are the ones where, like, since I'm not playing a game that might have, like, dialogue or anything, I can just use the NVIDIA broadcast to sort of, like, filter out the game or the music. So, like, I don't have headphones in right now, and it's great. I'm having the time of my life without headphones in. Yeah, the only time I think that anything will get picked up is if there's, like, a music track that broadcast thinks for some reason I'm featured on. It's like, oh, dude, discs in there. Let me everybody's got to hear that. Let me pump that up. But as far as I know, I'm not a featured artist on any album, so. I mean, actually, if you want to get technical, like, I'm not in the band, but I have done like album art. So I'm technically a featured artist, but not in the musical sense. Yeah, I've done like not under this name, under like my actual name, because it was my friend's like band, and that they started in like high school. I've done the album art for one of their albums, 2 shirts, and then the same album, but they re-recorded it, so I did new like redux art for that. But since that's tied to a real life name, you'll never see it. Actually, I wouldn't say never. There might come a day where it makes more sense to go by a real name than dumb internet name. And then at that point, fucking might as well just tell everybody everything. Fucking who cares? Nobody's gonna be able to guess my name when I'm famous. See, the problem with that logic is that implies that I would ever become famous. And that's just ain't not gonna happen. That's pure fiction. We made it up. This one was invented by a team of writers. A hat guy will be a household name one day, I swear. One day there will be cereal boxes with hat guy on them. You won't be able to escape it. And maybe even one day he'll be owned by Disney. Fish cereal? Alright, you lost me there. You had me up until fish cereal. Now, are they just shaped like fish? Maybe like they're shaped like fish and like little tackle boxes and the fish hat, the hat that people wear when they fish, like the hat for fish. Because if it tastes like fish, then we've got problems. It's like little fish. All right, yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm back on board. This is some spooky music. Oh, Crypt of the Necrodancer, of course. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how this even got into the playlist because I've never played Necrodancer before. Unless maybe it, I mean, it could have got recommended in the Discord. I don't know. I played most of the Zelda one. The deep sea bass? Wow. I'm gonna guess it's bass because it also says choral riff next to it. Dude, the hair fucking sucks. I don't want to shade all this shit, dude. It takes too long. One of these days, I'm gonna design a character that is wearing like a hood or something, so you can't see the hair. You can't see the eyes, and they've got like bricks for hands. I don't have to draw their fucking hands either. Did I already do this? I don't think we did this one, but we did a handful of Guilty Gear tracks already. Let's what else we got in here? Oh, Earthworm Jim. Can I get anything but tangerines, please? Thank you. You know, I don't have to do all this detail in my hair. It's not necessary. There's nobody in my room with a gun to my head telling me, hey dude, you gotta do this hair this one specific way. I mean, nobody other than myself. I think what I want to do is like just do a couple of spikes into the shadow, but we're gonna leave it. We're not gonna do all of it. We'll leave some of these like straight lines in here. It's a stylistic choice. I'm not lazy. What do you? Shut up. You know, actually, I think with the angle that we're at, like, this much, a good chunk of this arm should be in the shadow from the torso and stuff. Yeah, we'll do that, and it's fine. It works. It's fine. Now, the problem with shading this jacket here in the reflection is that it's got to somehow match that, and I don't know what's what comparing this one to that one. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. Good enough to pass off as perfect. It just has to look like it was meant to look like this. Like it was intended. Looking bad is a stylistic decision. So in a way, if he looks bad, that means it looks good, because that's how it was supposed to look. I don't know, we're just gonna leave it like this. It's fine, I don't care. It's good enough. Now, before I forget, we gotta get into the hair. Do some of these. And then we'll go in and do the shine on all the black bits. I just realized, like, if I'm backing up, like, draw streams like this onto YouTube, like, the thumbnails are gonna be real fucking bland. It's gonna be completely black and white. I mean, I guess that'll help it stand out, I guess. If it's completely desaturated, then if it's the only thing in black and white, you're bound to notice it. Alright, we've stumbled across it. We've found the new YouTube meta. Just upload all of your videos in black and white. It'll be the new gimmick that'll carry across, it'll coast a generation of YouTubers. The algorithm will be trained into recommending black and white videos. And then the YouTube will be filled with nothing but, like, royalty-free movies getting millions of views. Episodes of Beverly Hillbillies. I don't like the lines they did here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna just get rid of this whole chunk here. Redo this. 'Cause it was kind of like going off at a weird angle and needs to sort of swoop around. You know what? Get rid of this chunk too. Needs to do that. You know what? We probably have the technology to do a completely like no voice, like black and white VTuber. Like they're completely everything is black and white. Their mouth still moves and stuff because the person behind the VTube, right? All the setup is exactly the same except they're not speaking like into the mic and then streaming that audio, speaking into the mic into a speech to text machine, and then it just takes that text and makes one of those like black and white like silent movie like panels that just pops up every now and then with what they said. So like they'll be doing something for a while, and then once they stop talking, the screen just like, all right. Then the screen goes pitch black, right? And then it's got like the little fancy like border around it. You know what I'm talking about, right? So like they'll be doing their stream and then they're like, oh man, they got killed by something because they're playing like Warzone or something, because that'd be funny in black and white, I guess. And then they die and they're like, oh man. Oh wait, hold on, we can do this even better. Get me text, please. Text, please. Please text. Oh, of course we're backwards. Wait, no, we're not. I'm backwards. All right, so now give me like some fancy font. Yeah, there we go. So like they'll just be playing Warzone, minding their own business. They get killed, and then just all of a sudden goes black, and it just says fuck. I mean, yeah. I'm telling you, man, we have the technology. It'd take a lot of work for this one stupid fucking joke. But trust me, at least I'll laugh. I don't want to print this. What are you talking about? You know that. All right, if I could like, all right, just get German in a room, right? I just want to talk to him. This seems like the sort of thing that you could pitch to him, and like, that's kind of a funny, dumb idea. And then like 7 months later, he does a black and white stream. He does a silent stream. See, now we're getting the head game going on long enough. And then, but to like, see, now I have to do it before he does it. But if I do it, there will be nobody here to laugh at my stupid, dumb joke that took way too much effort to do. Yeah, it'd be pretty much just like mute the mic, and then like the thing is, like, you could do this pretty easily, but you need two people. You need somebody to type out what you say and to like pull the thing up. But if you wanted to do this on your own, you would have to have some sort of like program all set up to like auto type it out, and then you can just like press a button to like pull up that screen for like a couple seconds and then just turn it off. Yeah, I just do a scripted stream. No, it doesn't even have to be scripted, really. What you could do is, since like the streamer would be muted, so it doesn't matter what they're actually saying, you could have like the gameplay and like the streamer part pre-recorded, have that playing in like Streamlabs or OBS or whatever, and just streaming that, and then like present day me or streamer whoever could be reading the chat and then just responding to it in text form with the little pop-up things. Because again, since whatever pre-recorded streamer would be saying is inaudible, completely irrelevant, you can just put whatever text you want over it, and it would be like it would perfectly fit. And then that would just lead into even funnier moments where a pre-recorded streamer is clearly talking for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then when the text comes up, it's just like 2 words. Telling you, it's the future of Twitch streams. We're going silent movie style, pure black and white. I haven't heard the sushi track in a hot minute. It kind of bothers me that like I like this fucking silent streamer idea so much that like, but I don't have the audience to even make doing that like something that I could pull off.
Maybe I don't know what entertainment is. I'm broke and it seemed pay to win. I'ma try to meditate again. I don't want to have to set it straight again. If you're not trying to elevate us in, take your time and find a better way to spend. Yeah. And this happened to this integrator. What's the energy they drain, they bring pain to pinch. Lame boy, you will leave on the lich. Yeah. Hold on, King Lynch, my rap to benefit. I'm a hero, what you wearing just a bit. Pack it up. Aliens trying to meet me. I just sent it over me and ET. Game of all name is a repeat. I'm the predator, I will defeat. I'm my natural enemy. Plus, restore your memory. Your D-League never wanted to be seen on TV. Young grasshopper wanna be free. Throwing up the in the anime posters. Killing for silver, you're trying to get closer. Number one, but I feel like a poser. Had to take a break and do it all over. Now I got bodies, so we're feeling bolder. Murder be getting me hard as a boulder. Ever since no photo, we're feeling cold and frozen. Just felt my heart on my shoulder.
I always race to win, keep running to the end. I gotta move and stay one step ahead. Sit back and watch me go the only way I know, cause nothing's gonna slow me down. I'm running really fast, sit down and watch me pass. Doing my best to stay ahead of you. Don't let you catch me, you're gonna pass me. Because I think I know what you're gonna do. Not gonna look back cause I don't wanna see. Not gonna worry, you is gaining on me. Race to win, race to win, race to win. The race is getting rough, but I just
This is future of Twitch. That's probably how it was in the olden days. Yeah, but that's the thing though. Time is a flat circle. What everything that is old will be new again. You know, I'm just thinking like, all right, if this was a Germa stream, right? You'd have the inevitable bit where like, all right, so he's, you know, talking like he usually does, and then some other guy is, you know, transcribing all this into like text for the little text box bits. Then you get the inevitable point where Germa notices that the guy typing in the text boxes isn't typing what he's actually saying. So then you just get to see like angry Germa, but with absolutely no context, as he's just like trying to like let the audience know, like, no, I didn't actually say that. But then the text comes up and just completely contradicts that. See, I've got a whole like Germa stream in my brain right now. VOD was uploaded directly to my brain. It's a shame you can't see it. It's a real good one. The things I could even, again, since the actual words that are said don't matter, I could just make this stream up. Just there's plenty enough like Germa clips to like just cobble something together and just mute him and then just type everything out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish Hat in time. Last time I tried streaming it, it just kept crashing. To the point where I think I had to stream it from the Steam Deck. Like, I know what the problem was. Like, I don't think my drivers were updated. But at this point, it's been too long. I don't really... I got other games to play. Besides, if I'm gonna stream something, I'm probably gonna be more inclined to stream something that I actually want to play. I mean, it's a balancing act of like, what do people show up for, and what do I actually want to do. German is screaming and calling for help while the screen just says, "I love you, chat. Please give me more money and I will say the rat funny." See, you get it. I see that secret Germa stream was uploaded directly to your brain too. I need to find... this is the mirror, but... oh, where that's actually at. Been a Germite since 2013. Yeah, I don't know when I started watching German stuff. My problem is that, like, whenever I do start watching, like, getting into, like, a streamer or something, I watch so much of the stuff that, like, I have a hard time telling when the actual, like, start date was for any of it. Because, like, I'll watch a bunch of old stuff, so it's like, oh, I remember this old stream or, like, this old video that he uploaded. But I don't remember if I watched it when it came out or if I just watched it because I was binging everything on the channel or something. Oh, is this not the entire background? What am I looking at? Yeah, this layer is that entire, it's the border of the mirror and also the inside of the mirror. But I can't overlay anything on top of the inside of the mirror. Like, okay, it's because of this one. Okay, so we need to select all this stuff separately. I don't know why I decided to do it like this, but oh, past me. You're crazy for this one. You know, where's this coming from? Bro, who filled this in with pitch black? I could have swore I was using white. I should probably actually leave this white and then do the wall around everything in like 30. Because if the... I mean, I guess we could do this in like 10 or 15. Actually, I think that'll be good. We do it in like a 10 or a 15, and then we can get in here and like put some highlights on it. Technology for this one. Just gonna do a little bit of this. The magic of straight lines. Ah, shit, I missed some. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot there's this whole section over here. The magic of straight line.
I won't ever give in, no matter how hard you pull me in. I know gravity ain't an excuse. I just wanna make things a little more smooth. Majority is still asleep. They're tired of those dreadful dreams. Now let me shout and wake you up. Let me wake you up.
All right, now if I do this, all right, good. This goes over everything that I need it to.
Sunset dies, the sky's so bright.
do this at like 30. Has a it makes the room look like way too dark. And 10 at that point, like just get rid of it. Why even have it? It's only gonna be 10%. I guess we can just do that, and like that's the panel. Now the question is, do I want to do this one real quick? This won't take nearly as long. It's way smaller.
Why you won't tie me up? Get out of my way, cause I'm on my way. I don't care about imaginary boundaries, but somehow I'm afraid to go over them.
Ooh, okay. Well, actually,
Creativity is all that I got.
okay, I guess I don't know what's going on in these layers, to be perfectly honest. Because I usually have all the shading and it's on its own folder, so I can like do whatever I want with that for like filter wise, separate from line art. But this one, I guess that had something to do with the fact that like it's supposed to be in the mirror that I structured these folders different, but yeah, like I had this as a, what is this? Clip to layer below. I had it clipping to the folder below it for some reason, and that clearly was not necessary, but whatever. All right, so now we need, let's color code all these so I actually know what I'm looking at. All right, and future me, or past me, did not clean up the, or close off the ends of this stuff. I just realized I'm probably gonna have to go into here later and make the lines thicker to match some of the older pages. We'll deal with it later. I don't care right now. I've been shading mood. How? Are those like already filled in with white? They were. Why? Oh, that's why. Because the stuff underneath it wasn't erased to make everything work together. Because I didn't. Usually I'll copy like this other line art and then have a backup, and then I'll go through on the copy and erase the bits that we don't need. And I guess I just didn't do that at the time. This is kind of neat. I get to go back into these shit that I drew like months ago and try and solve the puzzle of what the fuck was I thinking. Okay, so the idea here was to do this entire background. Well, I guess just a couple of holes we're gonna have to fill. But we're gonna do this whole background in a darker color. Probably, I mean, 30 for that is probably fine. Maybe 25. I mean, we can adjust it later. We'll just set to 30. Be good. And we'll say that's the window. So then we shade accordingly. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. So it's like lit from that side, even though thinking about it now doesn't quite make sense. Considering how the lighting is in the next panel. But it looks neat. Oh boy, we're busting out the fall asleep music. I guess I should probably do the rims around these parts on the top. 'Cause they weren't drawn on there, but we already got the layer out. That would be the same like shade. It's like it's not gonna kill me to do like 2 lines. Now let's scribble this around a bit more and see what we come up with. Where'd the music go? Can't be out here drawn without the jams. Thing is, this whole like panel here, like I kind of knew exactly what I wanted to do with it when I like immediately thought of it. But the thing is, like, it doesn't work as well as I would like in like the context. Like the lighting doesn't make as much sense. Even the shirt itself obeys different rules from this panel to the bottom one, but it looks nice, so I'm gonna keep it. We're just gonna cover that whole hair zone. And I'll just like chip out highlights off of that. Yeah, man, I don't know what ringtone you're talking about, but I'm sure like if I heard it, I would know. But it's been a hot minute since I've had a Nokia phone, so.
Give me one more funky beat. Ain't nothing like a funky beat.
Alright, is this the ringtone itself? Or is this the song it's based off of? Alright, let me take a look here. Yeah, like, I've heard this before, but only in like meme context. I've never actually heard this from an actual phone. Give me back to that funky beat. I didn't know if there was even a real version of that song. The song Nokia didn't want you to know about. See, Nokia thought they could claim it for themselves. If nobody knew the original song, they could just keep that absolute gem of a composition all to themselves. Now we're getting into nonsensical lighting territory, where it doesn't make sense for this to be here. It looks good. Mainly like that little highlight on the back. I really like how that looks.
Ain't nothing like a funky beat.
All right, here's the question: do we do the black line type highlights we've been doing, or do we actually do real highlights now that we aren't on pure white? We'll throw some of this down, and we can always just go back. See how this looks first. I feel like we should go with that just because that's consistent with how we've been doing things. Now, I think we'll go with that. That's fine. I haven't had to shade this part of the tail in a while. Gonna wing it, hope for the best. 'Cause I know the lighting here is a bit non-standard compared to what I'm usually doing. Yeah, there works. Although I don't know if I want the background quite that dark. Now, here's what we'll do. We'll do this at 100%, put it in its own folder, and drop the folder down to like 40%. Then I can do stuff on top of. Right? Why is it not? Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm stupid. We need to do that. And then I can do stuff on top of it. It's not a 100% standard window. And get some like curtain over here on the side. And get like, I think there's supposed to be like a monitor or something over here. I mean, if we're gonna put a like that like window dividing line in the middle, we might as well like actually do this as a proper like rectangle instead of that fucked up weirdo line that I was doing. I want to have this at the same like darkness level as like the shadows that are on it, right? But at the same time, there's gonna be like text boxes and stuff around, so it's not a huge deal, or it just looks weird. Yeah, that works. Like once you get the text box in there, it fills up enough the negative space that it looks alright. So I guess I'll save that and be done. Created a whole ass page today. I mean, all that's going on the next page, really all that needs to be done. I mean, I need to do like dialogue boxes and stuff for a couple of the other ones, but like I just need to figure out what I'm doing with the top half of this and then shade this down here. And we're good. That's it. For like this chunk, that's all we really need to do. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Once it's done saving, it's thinking something fierce. All right, I'm gonna post this to Twitter and just be like, hey man, this is what you missed by not showing up to the streams.